Hey everybody, this is the Fairy Vibrant Makeup channel, and I wanted to come on here and do a video for you for the new Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. Let me tell you, I am not really much of a fan of Rihanna. I just don't know her music. I don't really know much about her, other than she's a singer and actress, I guess, because I seen her in that movie, was it called Battleship? I saw her in that one. But I've never really, like, I'm not one of those people that, like, die hard fans on, like, those celebrities. I don't really fan on celebrities at all. I mostly fan on, like, my little small, well, not, in America they're small, metal bands. That's when I fan hard, but other than that, I really don't fan on, okay, maybe Henry Cavill, I do fan on that guy. But other than that, I really don't fan on celebrities. So she's a singer, an actress, and she created a beauty line that's launched at Sephora. It launched the 8th of September. And I remember seeing something about it, and I was like, what is that going to be? Excuse my hair. I'm letting it air dry. And this is what it naturally looks like. A lot of people at work seem to like it natural, so I might just put a little bit of texturizer in it and call it a day. I don't know yet, but yeah, I mean, I know I trail off a lot. I trail off a lot just because my mind is all over the place right now, so bear with me. So yeah, the line launched on September 8th, and it is a beauty line that Rihanna created. I was actually very impressed from what I heard in the beauty community, that it was very broad range of colors in the foundations, which I was like, wow, they launched like 40 colors. That's a big deal in the beauty community. Being that a lot of people aren't, or a lot of lines aren't very broad like that, they actually launch maybe like 12 shades, and then they'll like release 5 more shades, you know, just to get the line bigger. But she started off with 40 shades. That's a big deal. So she has 40 shades ranging from the lightest of light to the darkest of dark, and that is awesome because it's so hard to find the lightest shades, because I know this from experience, being in the beauty industry, having to find pale shades for my palest customers, and they can't find anything. And then, of course, the darkest, deepest, most beautiful skin tones, can't find a shade for them. So, in a way, Rihanna really, well, not in a way, but she really thought about, excuse the noise, they're still doing construction. It's driving me nuts. It's really cool that Rihanna actually thought of all the skin types that were left behind, that were, you know, because it's hard for me even to find my perfect skin shade. They're either too orange, too yellow. I have olive undertones, so it's like really, really hard to find that perfect. And I know I look really pale. I'm actually a lot deeper than what this, you know, as you can see. I was a lot darker when I was a kid, of course, being in the sun so much. But now that I'm not as much in the sun, I tend to get a little bit lighter. But I am Hispanic, so it's very hard to find that perfect shade for olive undertones. It's too yellow, it's too green, it's too warm, it's too cool. And I'm hoping that I found the perfect shade from this collection. So I get the struggle with the lighter skin tones and the darker skin tones not being able to find that perfect shade. It's so hard to find a perfect shade for deeper skin tones without it looking gray. And I've had a lot of customers come up to me and have that issue, and it's so sad because it's like, you shouldn't have to try and like purchase 2 foundations just to make a perfect match for you, or not being able to have access to that. Or the palest skin tones, they have to actually get, like, purchase a whitening base just to really help match their skin tone and lighten the lightest skin tone in the collection. So for Rihanna to actually think of her customers and her fans of all types of skin colors, all broad ranges. That's amazing, and that's why I wanted to do this video. So I didn't purchase the actual foundation. I will show you what I purchased. But I did get the Trophy Wife, and I'll show you the packaging and everything in a minute, but I did get Trophy Wife because I thought that was so cool. It's a freestyle highlighter. It's like a kilowatt. It says kilowatt freestyle highlighter, and it is called Trophy Wife, so it's really gold, and it's supposed to claim it's creamy, long-lasting, endless way to glow. So I was kind of impressed with that. And then I did get the Invisimatte blotting paper because I really need something like this for work, just to pop in my purse, because I get very oily. And then I did want to try the lipstick, or lip gloss actually. She doesn't have much. She only has mostly like stick highlighters, contours, and you know, tops of the cheekbone highlighters. And she has foundations, pressed highlighters, pressed powder highlights, and stuff like that. So I didn't purchase anything else really because I'm not into the cream highlights and cream contours. It's just not what I can do on my skin. So I won't be able to tell you how those guys are, but I will be able to try first impressions and see how this foundation really feels. I am super oily, so for me to find a good mattifying foundation would be a miracle. So I've used the all-nighter from Urban Decay, and it works, but it oxidizes so badly on me. I've used right now I currently am using the Wet n Wild foundation. It works really well, but it just doesn't, I don't know. I mean, I like it for a cheap option, but I really don't, it's not the foundation that I'm looking for, you know what I mean? And I do use the color corrector from Laura Geller underneath my foundation, which makes that one work a lot better. So I want to see how much coverage this foundation has on my under circles and on my scars from acne, and see what it does to my skin. So let's go ahead and prep. I will show you what shades I've got, and then towards the end of the video I'm going to be getting into the things that I purchased that are not foundation and showing you the packaging and everything. Let's zoom up on my ugly face. So I actually matched myself in the store to what was it, a 220, but I think it might be too light. So I got a sample from, and you can always get a sample from Sephora, which is really nice. I got a sample, and I think this is 270. What did she match me to? I asked for 220, but I guess not. I will try the 230. So I'm going to try the 230 out and see if that's going to be a right match for me. I did go into several, like 2 Sephoras just to get the sample so that I have a little bit of a broader range. And I did get a sample of the Perfect Peach, with a Peach Perfect Vanilla shade from the Too Faced collection, because we don't have that at Ulta. We have the I Want Candy collection, but they have the what is it called, the Peaches and Cream collection. So I will do a video on this guy and see how that wears. But first things first, I think this might be a good match. It might be a little bit light. So let's go ahead and try maybe a mix, because I feel like this one's too yellow. I think this one will be good. So I'm going to do 230. So let's go ahead and prep my skin for the foundation, and this is my normal prep of how I do my foundation. So first off, I'm going to be prepping with a mattifying primer, and this is from Shea Moisture. We don't carry this anymore, but a good option would be probably the Peaches and Cream. I want to try that. I should ask for a sample on that one. I might go get one later just so that I can find a really good alternative primer. But I do like the Lorac mattifying one. That one's a really good one as well. And I prep my skin beforehand by doing my skincare routine, and I will actually get into a video later on about my skincare routine and how it's slowly helping my skin. So I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional primer to blur my pores, and what I do is I kind of dab it between my fingers, pat it where I need it because I have pores everywhere, and then I'll pat it in. I won't rub it, I'm just going to pat it in. And I have a lot of pores around my nose area, up my lip, my chin, and of course. So I'm actually going to be using this brush. This is the Luxe Performance brush from Bare Minerals. I got this as gratis, and this is for their foundation, which I will be trying later on in my search for the perfect foundation. But I really wanted to try the Fenty one. So I'm just going to go ahead, wow, it's very liquidy, and dab where I need it. But I like this foundation brush because it really does help do a very airbrushed effect. Alright, so let's go ahead and blend it in. So I know it looks really yellow on camera, but it's actually the perfect shade for me. Like, perfect. And I didn't use that much, and it looks pretty good. I didn't put any under my eyes just because I put concealer there, but I'm going to just spot conceal with this foundation on the areas that I need just a little bit more coverage, like my jawline and a little bit on my forehead. So just putting those extra areas, and it covers really, really well. I didn't really have to put much on, which is nice. And I sure didn't need my Laura Geller, so I was actually pretty impressed with that. Even though I'm still going to use my Laura Geller for any kind of like color correcting, because it's so lightweight that I think I want to keep on using that no matter what. But look at that. On camera, it looks a lot different, but it's actually my color for sure. So I definitely am going to stick with 230. They gave me 260, 270, and 250, which that's not going to match. I don't know why they matched me to that when it's not at all close to my color. But I will probably just see if any of my coworkers will want one that are a little bit darker than me. So yeah, I really like the coverage. It looks really natural and not cakey, so I'm going to go ahead and put some concealer on, and then I'm going to see what it looks like set. I'm going to be using the Boing Concealer from Benefit, which I really like for my under eyes because it covers really well. And it feels amazing. It feels lightweight. So I just put that right underneath my eyes. That's my phone, sorry guys. And then I'm going to actually I'll use the brush. Why not? Because I love this brush. This is actually my favorite brush thus far. If you don't really know the Bare Pro, I mean, I have a sample of it. I haven't used my gratis one yet, but I really like the way it looks on a lot of the guests that I put it on. Especially, I did put one on, some on from a lady that had a lot of texture and pores in her skin, and it actually blurred it really well, finishing it with the mineral veil. So if you're wanting to try the Bare Pro, I will do a video on that. I love this brush though. This brush is amazing. It's supposed to mimic your finger because it's curved like that, and it's very dense. So I have to set my under eyes very quickly just because golly, my phone's going off like crazy. Just because it's it creases, the Boing creases really, really fast on my oily skin. But I got it at a training. That's why I've been liking it, because it does really look really nice when I set it. So I'm just going to kind of bake a little bit and then set the rest of my face. I'm going to film another video on doing my eyes, so you will see my finished makeup look after my overall thoughts on this foundation. So I'm going to set my makeup, and I know my foundation looks severely yellow on camera, but in person it looks really, really good. I'm going to set with my Stay Matte by Rimmel. So this has been my favorite, as I throw everything, powder to set my makeup, just because it's lightweight and it does keep me matte all day. Even though without, like when I was doing my eyes, I noticed without any setting powder it didn't crease, because usually when I do my eyes and I don't set my makeup, set my foundation, I notice creasing starting to happen around here, especially in the corners of my mouth. It didn't crease, so that's pretty good. But I want to make sure I lock it down pretty well, just because I am super oily. Even in dry Colorado, I am still severely oily. I actually really love the way it feels. It feels amazing. And it looks amazing. It looks natural. It doesn't look cakey, so that's what I love about it. And I'll zoom you in so you can see more or less what it looks like. Alright, so I wanted to zoom you in closer. Do you see how natural that looks? Like, usually I'm really dry around this area, so it's accentuating that. Oops, I did not blend that. That's gonna bother the heck out of me. Whoops. Anyways, look how it feels lightweight, looks natural, but do you see on camera it looks muddy, but it's not. Oops, I forgot to blend that out. But look at, like, it does blend really well into the skin, and it looks like skin. So first I got the Kilowatt highlighter. It's a freestyle highlighter in Trophy Wife. And this is what the packaging looks like outside. So it looks really fun, really nice. I kind of like the peaches and the black. Looks very sleek. And then the packaging is white, and it's in this really cool packaging. I love when there's packaging that's smooth, you know what I mean? It's like really smooth and kind of like, I don't know what it is, but I just love when it's smooth like that. And it's white, but it doesn't get any fingerprints all over it. I've had makeup on my fingers and it doesn't get it all over, which is nice. So it is in the shape of an octagon. It says Fenty Beauty right there, and then you flip it over and there's the color. This comes with 0.28 ounces of product, and then when you open it up, it's really cool. It has Fenty Beauty on the mirror, and then this is the highlight, and it has FB stamped in the middle of it. And of course the powder is also that. At first when I saw this I was like, holy crap, no way, I'm not gonna put that anywhere near my cheekbones. But then the girl at Sephora was really nice to let me kind of borrow a clean brush, and just she disinfected it for me, and she just whoosh, we did it. I was like, holy moly, I really like it. So I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit to put this guy on, but I want to continue and show you what else I got. So and mind you, I do get Shopkicks a lot. I'm a Shopkick junkie, and that like gets me like $25 gift cards, and then I'll just kind of like put money aside so that I can kind of venture into new makeup products. But anyways, just wanted to put that out there. I don't know why. Anyways, so I got the Invisimatte, and this is the box. This is a blotting paper little device. I thought it was really cool because I go through blotting paper packs like crazy, and then it gets all bent in my purse and it gets all dirty, and then just the papers, it doesn't close again, because you know how they have those little tabs and you kind of stick it to that little slit and they keep popping up. Well, this is actually pretty neat, and it hasn't been installed. So this is what the actual device looks like. So it's this guy. It says Fenty Beauty, and of course it's got 6 sides. That's weird. It's a 6-sided one. And then here it opens up like this. It has kind of like teeth right here to kind of cut. And then I guess, I'm not sure how you install it, but we'll find out. Oh, so this opens up. So you open this and then this opens up. Then you get the roll. These are $10 by itself, which I don't know if I'll be repurchasing because that's a little high for blotting paper refill. But I like the fact that you can refill it instead of buying a new one. You know what I mean? So I took the sticker off the roll. Then you drop it into the actual slot and then kind of position it in there. So you got the paper in there. I just love the color of the paper. It's a nice little peachy pink color. And then you kind of, oh, how do you do this? This thing is difficult to install. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I feel like I'm wasting a bunch of this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to film this portion just, I want you to see the struggle that I'm going through, trying to roll this back up. I am not sure which way you put it in. Okay. Doesn't tell you. Let me see on the box. Ah, there's instructions on the box. So it's got, so you unpeel the tape K, open everything up, and then push that down. I don't know, paper up, so it's supposed to be like this way. Drop it down in there, and then, oh, that just popped off. Is that supposed to pop off? Oh. I don't know if that's supposed to pop off this part, but it did, but it worked. So then you kind of, no, that doesn't work because now I'm rolling too much, so I will have to put that piece back. Gosh, why is this so difficult? I don't understand it. There we go. Hold it down when you do that, and then rip how much you want. And then of course you will blot, which really nothing, that's just like, I'm surprised I'm blotting already. It don't look oily, but it picked up some oil on my forehead, so that's a little concerning considering this foundation is supposed to be mattifying. So yeah, it's a nice little dealie. Oh yeah, you just keep pulling to get another sheet, but I feel like this is hard to do. Okay, I feel like I'm wasting it now. Cool little dealie. I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of am just a little on the fence with that, so I'm getting close enough so you can see. I'm going to be applying the highlighter. Now, I usually apply my highlighter with a brush like this, so I'm going to do that. But the only thing is it's not concentrated really, so sometimes I'll use a fan brush or a dense brush. So I'm going to go ahead and use this by Sonia Kashuk. It's a little highlighting brush. And I'm just going to skim it across like so. Get enough product on there. And then, whoa, do you see that gold? Holy moly. Whoa. You could see the yellow on my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and take a brush and kind of blend that through so it's not so stark. But that highlighter though, it's interesting because on camera it looks a lot lighter, but in person you can't see it much. And then when you tilt your head you can see it, so that's pretty cool. I will not be using my foundation brush because that's usually where I kind of can concentrate where the highlighter is. It's like glittery. I love that. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side. Whoa. Holy crap. That is like intense highlighter. So you do have to be mindful that the highlighter is quite intense, so you might have to scale it back just a little. Normally I don't do that. I like to go full force, but since it's like yellow, It's a yellow gold. I kind of want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some on my Cupid's bow. Holy mackerel. And then along the nose. Not too much on my nose. I kind of want to put some in my inner corner, so I'm going to take my finger and pop it in there. Ooh, I like that. Give some warmth to my inner corner. Highlight a lot. Look at that. Wow. That is some intense highlighter. Alright, so the next item, and I'm so sorry that I had a glare from this side. I didn't realize the blinds, I have a window right here. I didn't realize the blinds were flipped around. My husband likes flipping the blinds that way. Anyways, I got the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. And this is what the packaging looks like. And this is probably the cutest lip gloss I've ever seen. So that's what it looks like. It's got that stamp again, the FB on the top, and it's got a hexagram on it. And then there is the applicator, which is a giant doe foot applicator. Huge. And kind of like a stubby little guy. And let's see, how much does it have in there? 0.30 fluid ounces, which has a lot because it's pretty like chunky monkey. But I like that because it's a little bit more transportable because it's small and short, but it's got a lot of product in it. So now onto the lips. I'm going to line my lips with the EB or IBY Beauty. And this is the shade Rosebud. So now I'm going to put on the Gloss Bomb. Now the girl at Sephora was nice enough to actually let me, she opened a new tester for me, and I put in a clean applicator, not this applicator from the store, but like a clean applicator, and I put it on, and she says, doesn't it feel like it's hugging your lips? And it did. That's why I bought it. I was like, oh. I am not a gloss person at all, but I love the way this feels. Wow. My lips look amazing. I like it. Alright, and excuse my natural poofy hair, but I think I'm going to go au naturel today. I might just do a little bump right here, maybe. I don't know. But I like it. I actually really like the highlighter. It's just like a ba-bam in your face. It looks weird in person, but it's not bad. The lip gloss I love. It feels amazing. I am not a gloss person. I'm a liquid lipstick matte person, and I really love how this just makes your lips look luscious and hydrated. It feels hydrating, and that's the point of this. It's supposed to be a hydrating lip gloss. It's called Fenty Glow, and it is the only lip gloss that she has. She doesn't have any other lip products. She just mostly has highlighters, foundations, color correctors, and stick contours and stick highlighters, and that's what she has so far. But I really am impressed with this and how it feels on the lips. It feels luscious. It feels amazing. That's the kind of lip gloss I look for. I normally use like Buxom. Buxom is my favorite lip gloss, and I had just tried the Julep lip gloss, and you saw my video on that. I'll link that down below if you'd like. But that one really had such beautiful hydration to it, and this one feels so much better. It feels luscious and your lips feel plump, so that's what I like about it. I mean, not that I need plumping, but it feels really like it does hug your lips, so that's what I really like about this. My video, my first impressions on the Fenty Beauty line. Definitely think this is worth it. It is beautiful beyond. It is just a highlighter that I don't have. Beautiful. The foundation feels amazing. Like, it's still pretty matte, and it looks natural and airbrush, which I really like. I didn't care for the this guy is the little Invisimatte thing. I might be returning that just because $16, and that thing is so hard to work. I don't know if I did it wrong, but I don't like it. I don't like the way works. It's just, for me, it's just like meh, I really don't need it right now. But the gloss I really, really love. It's beautiful, it feels amazing, it's just that perfect hydration that my lips need, especially in between my liquid lipsticks. It's really nice to have a gloss one day to kind of give my lips a rest. I know that the Everlasting Glimmer Veils dry my lips a little bit towards the end of the day because they are like almost like a matte liquid lipstick formula. So, I mean, that happens to all liquid lipsticks. It dries down and doesn't move. But it's nice to have a little break and have that gloss. I actually really love the way this gloss looks on my lips. It looks natural and luscious, and with a lip liner it really helps bring out the color of my lips. So I really, really like it. So thank you guys so much for watching and sticking by me and giving me so much support. I know that I don't go and do these massive hauls, but I just pick up products that I really want to try out and see what the buzz is about. If it doesn't work out for me, of course, I know I use it on camera. I hate returning used products, but I will return it if I don't want it. But other than that, I think it's a very, very nice, I think it's wonderful. I think it's a wonderful line from just diving a little bit into it. I do love the colors. Now I know what color I am from the Fenty Beauty. I am 230. So that's a neutral undertone. They have warm undertones, peach undertones, all sorts, and they have 40 shades in the line. So if you have trouble matching your shade, please do go to the Sephora store and have them match it like right here on your neck. And just kind of blend it into the jawline so you can see what it looks like. Do look at it in natural light. On camera, mine looks a lot more yellow than in person, but in person it isn't that bad. I think I can go a little bit lighter, but I mean, I think the 230 does just fine. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.